What if two of the most terrifying legends of land and jungle collided in a battle so brutal it shook the earth itself? Imagine the thunderous roar of King Kong echoing across the canopy, answered by the bone-rattling hiss of Titanoboa, the largest snake to have ever slithered across our planet. This is not just another monster clash. This is a primal war for dominance in the heart of Skull Island, where survival is earned through blood and fury. Deep within the steaming jungles of Skull Island, where the fog clings to ancient trees and the ground trembles under unseen creatures, something ancient has awakened. The island has always been a battleground of titans. For centuries, Kong has ruled as protector and king, a towering force of muscle, instinct, and surprising intelligence. But Skull Island is changing. The storms grow wilder, the jungle grows darker, and beneath the tangled roots and forgotten caverns, a prehistoric nightmare stirs. Titanoboa is not just a snake. It is a living relic from a lost world, a serpent of unimaginable length and crushing power. Stretching longer than a city bus and thick as a tree trunk, this predator once ruled ancient swamps millions of years ago. Now, in this imagined cinematic showdown, it has found its way to Skull Island, drawn by the island's chaotic energy and endless supply of prey. Where Kong is strength and fury, Titanoboa is patience and suffocation. It does not roar, it waits. The jungle falls silent the day they first sense each other. Kong feels it first. Birds erupt from the treetops in panicked swarms. Massive creatures that normally challenge him flee without hesitation. The ground carries vibrations unlike any he has known. Kong pounds his chest, issuing a warning to whatever dares enter his domain. The sound rolls like thunder through the jungle. But the only reply is a low, dragging rumble, as if the earth itself is being pulled apart. Titanoboa moves with horrifying grace. Its scales glide over fallen trees, its massive body weaving effortlessly between ancient trunks. Its eyes lock onto the towering ape in the distance. It does not see a king. It sees prey. Large prey, yes, but flesh and bone all the same. The first clash is explosive. Without warning, Titanoboa launches from the undergrowth, its colossal body whipping through the air. Kong barely has time to react before coils thicker than steel cables slam into him. The impact sends both titans crashing through trees, splintering wood like matchsticks. Kong roars in rage, gripping the serpent's body with both hands, trying to pry it away. But Titanoboa's power lies in constriction. The snake coils tighter. We see the jungle buckle under their combined weight. The ground splits. Massive roots tear free from the soil. Kong struggles to breathe as the pressure increases, ribs groaning under the immense force. Titanoboa's strategy is clear. Suffocate the king and claim Skull Island in silence. But Kong is not just brute strength. He is instinct, survival, and fury forged through countless battles. With a thunderous roar, Kong digs his feet into the earth and hurls himself backward, smashing Titanoboa against a towering cliff face. The impact shakes loose rocks that rain down around them. The serpent loosens its grip for a fraction of a second, just enough. Kong seizes the opportunity, grabbing the snake's head and slamming it into the rock again and again. The jungle erupts into chaos. Titanoboa retaliates with terrifying speed, uncoiling and whipping its massive tail across Kong's chest. The blow sends Kong skidding across the clearing, carving a trench through mud and stone. Before he can rise, Titanoboa lunges again, jaws wide enough to swallow a grown dinosaur in its ancient past. Its fangs sink into Kong's shoulder. The venom isn't deadly, but the bite is devastating. Kong bellows in pain, gripping the serpent's upper jaw and forcing it open. Muscles strain, veins bulge. Inch by inch, he pushes the jaws apart until Titanoboa releases its grip. Blood mixes with jungle rain as dark clouds gather overhead, mirroring the violence below. The battle moves towards Skull Island's river system, where Titanoboa holds the advantage. In the water, the serpent is nearly unstoppable. It dives beneath the murky surface, disappearing from sight. Kong wades in cautiously, scanning the rippling water. Suddenly, the river explodes upward as Titanoboa coils around his legs from below, dragging him under. This is Titanoboa's domain. Underwater, Kong's strength is slowed. The serpent wraps around his torso again, compressing with bone-crushing force. Bubbles burst to the surface as Kong struggles. The camera cuts between the murky depths and the raging storm above, heightening the tension. It feels like the end for the king. But Skull Island has never bowed to silence. In a desperate move, Kong reaches blindly along the riverbed and finds a massive stone pillar, remnants of an ancient civilization swallowed by the jungle. With a surge of adrenaline, he drives the jagged edge into Titanoboa's side. The serpent thrashes violently, churning the water into a whirlpool of mud and blood. They burst from the river in a catastrophic explosion of spray. Titanoboa releases its grip, wounded but far from defeated. Its massive body coils atop a rocky outcrop, silhouetted against lightning flashing across the sky. Kong pulls himself from the water, battered and bleeding, but his eyes burn with defiance. The final confrontation begins. Titanoboa strikes repeatedly, each lunge faster than the last. Kong dodges, counters, and uses the environment to his advantage. He rips a massive tree from the ground and swings it like a club, cracking it against the serpent's skull. The impact echoes like a cannon blast. The snake recoils but wraps its tail around the tree, yanking it from Kong's grasp. In a shocking display of power, Titanoboa launches its entire body forward, coiling around Kong one last time in a full-body constriction meant to end the battle. The pressure is unbearable. The camera tightens on Kong's face as he struggles to breathe. Memories flash. His bond with the island, the creatures he protects, the storms he has survived. With a primal scream that drowns out even the thunder, Kong plants his feet against a boulder and pulls with every ounce of strength left in his body. Muscle meets muscle, will against instinct. Slowly, impossibly, Kong forces Titanoboa's coils apart. With a final surge of fury, he grips the serpent's upper and lower jaws and wrenches them in opposite directions. The jungle falls silent except for the tearing sound that signals the end of the prehistoric predator. Titanoboa collapses to the forest floor, the ground trembling with its fall. Rain pours down as Kong stands victorious, chest heaving, wounds bleeding but spirit unbroken. He releases a roar that echoes across Skull Island, a declaration that the king still reigns. But the cost of victory is clear. The jungle around him is shattered. Trees lie uprooted. The river runs red. This was not just a fight. It was a war between eras, mammal versus reptile, intelligence versus instinct, ruler versus invader. As the storm clears and dawn breaks over Skull Island, Kong surveys his domain. The balance of the island has shifted once again. New predators will rise. New threats will come. But today, the king stands. This imagined clash between King Kong and Titanoboa captures everything fans love about giant monster battles: scale, tension, raw power, and the constant question of who truly rules the wild. It's not just about size. It's about adaptability, strategy, and heart. Titanoboa brought ancient terror and suffocating dominance. Kong answered with resilience, intelligence, and unstoppable determination. In the end, Skull Island belongs to its guardian. If you enjoyed this epic showdown and want more cinematic monster battles brought to life, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which titan you want to see clash next. Because in the world of giants, the next earth-shaking battle is always just beginning.